if something's not working, you probably should find a reason why. Again, bringing up Kez as an example, is his back. It's not, something's not worked in the past. So why keep doing the same thing? Let's change and find another option to make more progress. I actually went the other side of the coin and thought that, okay, I have to absolutely progress load. And in fact, I'd go so far down that route, so far down the progression route, that I completely lose any internal feel. I wouldn't care what was moving that weight anymore. Couldn't give a damn. That's going too far down that route. So there's a middle ground in which you need to find yourself, because it's been proven, in my opinion, especially with back training, that some form might not look amazing. It might not feel amazing within the set, but you're taking that muscle into a fully lengthened position, a fully contracted position, under load. You have got load in your hands. That's going to really challenge a lot of that back musculature and really change your back as well. Really lay down a lot of layers, a lot of thickness, a lot of development that, unless you are a genetic freak, you're not going to have unless you do that. You're not going to have unless you move heavy stuff from A to B, either pulling from the floor, rowing, heavy pull downs, whatever it is. You're going to have to do some of that, in my opinion, to have a strong back. And I think the back almost maybe needs to be sometimes actually separated away a little bit from other body parts. And then the chest and the shoulders, maybe a little bit more of that kind of internal feel might help a lot of people. The arms, definitely. I think internal feel, setting things up well, alignment definitely helps. Slower progression models for sure. Legs, I think, is a little closer to back in the sense that sometimes it might not feel amazing, but again, you're taking it through a range of motion that you're strong in, you're lengthening the muscle, you're shortening the muscle. I think isolation, or like, exercises like, leg extensions or leg curls, where we are training a muscle group in a more isolated fashion. Of course, there's never true complete isolation, but we're training in a more isolated fashion. I think those exercises, again, veering to the side of that middle ground is important, because I could take my hamstrings all the way to failure with probably a third of the stack on the seated hamstring curl by squeezing and contracting like I've got some sort of like EMG activity device on my hamstrings. That's not going to build my hamstrings as much as using close to the stack with this. There's maybe some discrepancies between the two levels of execution, but they're not far apart. And
like you still feel your hamstrings contracting when you're doing that.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's some body parts where I think the middle ground is the best option. And there's some body parts where I think you probably need to go down more of the feel route. And there's some body parts where I think you need to go down more of the load route. I really do think that it's not like it's a mixture. There's not, okay, do this for all body parts kind of message that I want to give. I think that's something that maybe hasn't been talked about too much as well. This kind of recent thing that's been going around is that, it doesn't matter what weights you train with, it matters how you train with those weights, which is true. There's nothing about that statement that isn't true. But what is a problem with that statement when you pull it apart is that